Hello, my name is Sascha Brunner. I'm a sales representative from HakaGerodur. I'm responsible for the Nordic countries. I sit here with Marianne from Thermonet Europe. Thank you very much for the invitation. Thank you that we can present our company and our products. And I'm ready to answer your questions.
That's nice. Thank you very much, Sascha. And a warm welcome to you here in Denmark.
Thank you very much.
A nice coincidence that you were here actually now that I asked you for an interview. So we could do it here and not online. So you have already said a few words on yourself.
Yes.
But maybe introduce yourself, your professional background and your professional role.
Yeah, so for HakaGerodur we are quite a big company. We have 4 different business units. It's heating and sanitation, it's a piping system, geothermal system, and also we manufacture profiles. And I'm on the road for the geothermal division. I take care for the Nordic countries, for Benelux, and also for England and Ireland. I'm with the company since 7 years.
So you travel a lot?
I do travel a lot, yeah, that's true. And I try to be in Denmark at least once a year, sometimes twice a year. We also have clients in Denmark.
Nice. And how did you learn about or discover Thermonet, or realize that it was something that you also would like to dedicate your time to work with?
We do work with Varup and also with Søren from geodrilling. And Søren introduced me to Thermonet Europe, and I thought, well, this is a good platform to introduce HakaGerodur to the market, to get well known in the market, and we do like what Søren is doing. He was also in Switzerland doing a presentation through our academy. And he gave us a chance to be a part of the Thermonet Europe, and I thought, yeah, we want to be part of it and also to contribute to Thermonet Europe. Because we, as a leader in the shallow geothermal industry in Europe, we should be part of Thermonet Europe.
Yeah. To me it sounds like a good idea. So when you think about motivation and drivers, what aspect of Thermonet's potential would actually maybe matter most to you, either personally or professionally? Is there any why that is a little bit like, okay, this is about, climate gain, or the economic perspective of Thermonet, or energy sovereignty, or rural development, or whatever that Thermonet can actually support?
I actually like the idea of a Thermonet. You have so you have a you have boreholes which you share in a
community?
Yeah, in a community, or not in a village, but in a small village, let's say in a small quarter. And of course, geothermal energy is a really good way to heat up the building. You have also the advantage to climate your house. It's passive cooling if you store the heat in the ground during the summertime, and also you have a more efficient system during the winter time.
It's almost too good to be true, isn't it?
Yeah, and you take the most part of the energy out of the ground, and only a little bit is coming out of the socket. So it's it's a phenomenal way to heat up your building or to your house.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So I know you have taken with you a presentation, and of course you would like to show something about your company. The company that you represent, and what kind of products and services you offer that is related to Thermonet, and what kind of maybe unique strengths that you are particularly proud of from your company. So please let us know more about HakaGerodur.
Okay, thank you very much, Marianne. Yes, I prepared a presentation, a couple of slides, about the company, about our 4 business units, about the geothermal products, what we manufacture and sell into the market. So HakaGerodur, we are a plastic extrusion company. We produce mainly pipes. So we have 3 manufacturing plants. This is HakaGerodur in Benken, where I'm working for. Here's the geothermal division and also the piping system. This is our headquarters in Gosa, where we manufacture underflow heating pipes for the heating and sanitation division, and also the profile business unit is there. It's also the headquarters. And then this is our daughter company. It's by far the biggest manufacturing plant in Neustadt, Germany. Here we manufacture pipes for the heating and sanitation division and also for the piping system.
Okay.
For the heating and sanitation division, we manufacture underflow heating pipes. We manufacture pipes which supply all the needs in the house, where a medium has to be water or gas has to be leaded. Then we do the profiles with different materials for furniture, windows, different materials. Piping system, we manufacture pipes for gas, water, drainage, also what is hydrogen cable pipes. So any of these pipes we manufacture in Benken and also in Neustadt. So I work for the division geothermal, and here we manufacture everything from the ground till the heat pump. So we have geothermal probes, horizontal collectors, we do energy piles. We also do manifolds which are in the house in the technical room, but also manifolds which are buried outside in the field to connect all the geothermal probes, and with a main line you go onto the heat pump.
So in a Thermonet project, would you say that HakaGerodur is actually a good partner, because you don't have to look for many suppliers, because you can actually supply most of the value chain?
We can, or we manufacture everything which is in a Thermonet buried in the ground. We don't do any heat pumps, but we have all the pipes, all the connection pieces, the manifolds which are needed, the manifold chambers. Depending on how the Thermonet is made, we can supply a lot of parts for it.
Okay, interesting. Yeah.
So we are very proud on our geothermal probe. This is also what we are very good at, that we are competitive in this, and we are very innovative. So we have, for example, probes which have a conical inner tube for reduced pressure drop, that you save actually energy by using just a different probe. We have probes which are for high temperature up to 95 degrees. Then we do have a probe which is where is a barrier layer inside if you have gas in the ground or if you have pollution in the ground. Then we have probes for very deep boreholes from up to 500 meters. And all these products we can be proud of because of the different divisions we have in HakaGerodur. We have different knowledge, and we can combine this knowledge to invent new products. And that is exactly what, for example, here happens. This knowledge from the heating and sanitation division with a barrier layer, because for underflow heating pipes you need a barrier layer. There cannot be any gas getting in or out of the pipe. So this is an advantage what we have at HakaGerodur. We also supply, as I mentioned before, all the products around: manifolds, manifold chambers, weight systems, a packer, and all the connection pipes. This is what we do. Exactly. So this is a little introduction about HakaGerodur, about the product what we manufacture, about the business units. That
was interesting. I can understand that you're proud of that. So So when you look into Thermonet projects, what kind of projects would you say would be good projects to invite your company into?
I would say all companies where you drill a geothermal borehole and need a geothermal probe to collect the heat from the ground. But also all the connection parts, we are a partner to talk to.
Yeah. So what do you think, from your perspective, what is needed to get more Thermonet projects started?
Well, I think the awareness of the people. The people get more aware that you can actually heat your house with the energy from the ground. Also, we need a little bit of support from the government. And just to make people and the government aware of this opportunity to heat the buildings with the ground energy.
Do you meet any obstacles at the minute that you would like to have taken away from legislation, structural point of view?
Yeah, for example, here in Denmark you have a very big district heating lobby, or the district heating is very big in Denmark. And if you build a house in a city or in a village where the district heating is hooked up, then it's kind of difficult to do a thermonet or to do a geothermal heating, because the district heating, of course, is interested that you hook up your house or your building to their district heating.
Yeah, so you can say in Denmark the potential might be more to outer poles. That's the small villages that is now with gas or other energy forms, or it could be new homes, for example, because we know that in new homes there's a really big need for cooling in the summertime, and it's becoming more and more present how big that need is actually. How do you see the development from the rest of Europe?
Well, it's a great development, especially in Switzerland, or also in Holland, Belgium, Germany, France. The geothermal energy is, let's say, it's more known. People talk about, and of course it helps us that gas and the fossil fuels are not so welcome anymore. But also a big thing is when we talk about renovation, about older houses, it's not only the heating, it's also the insulation. Then we have radiators inside where we need to, modify it and do floor heating, just to make the buildings a little bit more modern. That you can use less energy and you can use the ground source energy.
Yeah.
And also then we also have an air source heat pump, but with a ground source heat pump you're a little bit more efficient, and you don't have an air source heat pump in front of your house, so it doesn't disturb you or your neighbors. So it's a good, clever solution to heat up your building.
Yeah. And comfortable, I would say as well, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can say some will do Thermonet and energy communities for the sake of climate. Some will do it because it's maybe less expensive, and others will do it because it's more comfortable because of the passive heating capability you have with it, right? Yeah.
When you think in the long term, yes, it's less expensive, but as a start or the initial cost for geothermal, it's obviously high. But if you calculate all the years when you heat your building with less energy costs, the return on investments is coming at some point, and then you actually save money, and you're also independent from any gas or also oil supply.
Yeah. So if we think about Thermonet Europe, which is a recent established association that comes out of Thermonet Denmark, being a part of a Thermonet association, what do you hope to gain from being a member?
So we hope to make the brand HakaGerodur more known, but also as a HakaGerodur we like to make Thermonet Europe more known. And with this Thermonet Europe, with all the members, I think we can make some developments in the market and also inform people, get people known of the thermal network. Yeah.
And through the network, what kind of companies would you like to connect with?
Yeah, these are engineering offices, planning offices, drilling companies, of course, for A-tests or B-tests. Also government bodies. So all kind of companies we talk to and present our product. And our products are also a little bit more innovative and people don't know about it, and this gives us the chance to present it.
So when you think about not only Thermonet as an association, but Thermonet as a standard.
It would be great.
Looking ahead, how do you see the future of Thermonet?
Yeah, I see a bright future. I think Thermonet will be more common in the future because it's an intelligent way of sharing the ground borehole field, shared energy. So yeah, I think in the future we have a bright future in front of us.
Yeah, and of course I know it's very different from country to country with legislation and how much.
That's true. Yeah.
How is the energy situation for each country? But how widespread would you think that Thermonet will be in especially in Northern Europe, perhaps within the next 5 years?
Yeah, I hope in the next 5 years we do a bigger development. We already see that in Switzerland that we have this shared borehole fields. Obviously, in Denmark, it's also the case. There are also projects, and I hope in other countries, when people know about this, they also implement thermonets as a heating solution.
Yeah. So, if you would, it seems like it's also important for you that Thermonet will be a success.
Yeah.
And what would it take to get there, do you think?
Us to promote it. Yeah, and people believe in it, and I think a lot of people do already. And it also needs the government that they support the Thermonet Europe. And so the subventions are also an important part of the development of this Thermonet.
Interesting. Yeah.
And of course, we need people can realize a Thermonet. I mean, it's not only that you need the products, the drilling rigs, all the planning offices to make a Thermonet. You also need the people which realize it and which are educated to do it.
Yeah, true. Yeah. And now you are taking part of educating people because now they can watch your little story here about entering Thermonet and what you can do in HakaGerodur for actually implementing Thermonets all over Europe. So thank you very much,